Hey guys, Chris with Token Vaping, employed by Pacific Vapes, and I'm actually going to switch this out here. Nope, not gonna work that way. Much better. Today's juice review is from a company that's a little different and doesn't play by the same rules that most other companies do, and that's not always a bad thing. It actually makes things, shakes things up a little bit and kind of changes things around. The name of the group is called Kind Juice. Now, what makes them different is that they are considered, and what they follow by is they are organic e-nectar, pure ingredients, pure vapor. So the basis of what they go off of and what they set to make themselves different is that they try to be as pure, real, and all natural in everything that they do and everything that they use. Now, the cool thing was the flavors that they allowed me the opportunity to sample. They sent me this menu that has a very, very informative background about the juice lines and everything about them. Their website is kindjuice.com, which you can actually go to and access their various lines. They have three main lines that they do offer. Nicotine levels, they offer the 0, 3, 6, 12, and 18, so they have basically quite the wide range. Their juices are certified organic, VG. The extracts that they use for flavoring and other things like that are certified organic as well. These are pre-steeped to ensure that you're getting the most out of the flavors and the most out of the proper mixture of everything in this, so that you are getting as pure of a flavor out of everything that they put into this as possible. They use green glass bottles, which does aid in the containment of the flavor, so that it is not affected by light and heat and things like that as easily. They do have childproof caps, and it is a max VG line, so for people that like clouds, you're definitely going to get them out of this. That is one thing that is very impressive about this company. The flavors that I tried, all of them, nice cloud production. I mean, very thick, very solid, and I will show you that here in a few seconds. They do not use propylene glycol. They don't use any GMOs, which, if you don't know, they're genetically modified organisms. So that, again, they try to keep everything as pure and as all natural as possible. They don't use any artificial dyes, flavors, synthetic sweeteners, or fluoride. So literally, they try to keep this as pure, hence the name, and as real as possible. Like I stated, it's 100% certified organic vegetable glycerin, certified organic flavors. They do use an organic sweetener to substitute for sugar without putting actual sugar in it. It is organic, but I mean, it still technically is a sweetener. They are vegan friendly, and this company is based out of Florida. So their company, I don't know if you want to say slogan or their company goal or viewpoint that they try to honor and go by is simple. It's people over profits, organic over artificial, love over hate. So they basically are trying to not only bring everybody together in the vaping community and give them all something that they can all connect with, but they are trying to ensure that they give you the highest quality, best, all natural, organic vaping juice, regardless of what it costs them to make. They're trying not to be in this for just pure profit. They are trying to be for the people about all of this. Now, as I stated, they do offer a couple of different lines that they do make available. The first one is the line is basically called Nectars, and they do come in bottles similar to this. Now, these are sample bottles, so these aren't actual, like the full-size bottles, but this is an example name of the flavor. They do have the standard, ingredients, nic level, their website, and warning labels. And as you can see, it is a green glass bottle, child safety cap. And that is the nectar line. The next line that they have is the sub-element line, which basically looks like this bottle here, and it says elements right there with the name, their nic level, and the warning and everything else on it. Now these, the thing about these is these are meant to be, they're dynamic sub-ohm, they call it an e-gel. Basically, it's what these are for is to increase the vapor production for sub-ohm tanks, so that they can handle low ohm builds. So basically, a lot of the coils that are coming, like the sub-ohm tanks, whether it's the Spires, the Kangers, things like that, they all do drop a lot lower than what you would build on a coil. This line you can use on either. Obviously, I've been using it in a dripper, but they're meant to enhance in a sub-ohm tank so that you get just as high cloud production on it as you would on a dripper, so that you don't feel like you're being shorted. The third one is Tobacco Road. Tobacco Road, that is a naturally extracted tobacco line. That one has 4 different nic levels. It's a 3, a 6, a 12, and an 18. There's 4 flavors in it. They all are basically centered on tobacco flavors as far as tone-wise. So you're going to have like a light tobacco, a smoother tobacco, a darker, heavier tobacco, and then a heavy tobacco. That one I did not get a sample in, and that's okay, because as most of you that have subscribed to me or have seen my videos or have talked to me at all, you all know that I'm not a tobacco person by choice. Not that I won't sample one just to try, however, it is not one that I will go out of my way to use, because when I started vaping, I tried to stay away from tobacco so that I was not feeling the need to go back to cigarettes or that tobacco flavor. But if it's anything like the other 2 lines that I've tried, then this entire company, just period, for organic e-nectar, if you've never tried it before, and I'll admit to you, I did not, but if you've never tried something like this before, you'll be very, very surprised. I was. Very, very, very misleading. I don't know if it's because human nature-wise, when we hear organic, we automatically think something completely different. And I'll be honest, I go to the supermarket and somebody says organic vegetables, and in my head, automatically, I instantly think it's going to taste different, but not in a good way. That's not fair, and I'm usually wrong when it comes to that. I have been proven wrong on that as well. However, I think the main thing that steers a lot of people away from organic over what they're used to getting is organic definitely costs more, because it's a better quality, and it's made differently to ensure and enhance the richness and the fullness of it. So I think that steers a lot of people off. Won't have that issue with this. They don't charge any more than any other standard company would do for this. For the nectar line, there is 12 flavors that are offered, and they all have interesting names to them. The main ones that I was given to sample was a Key West Sunset, which is candy peach rings, which, if you've ever had like the gummy peach rings in them, it's literally the exact same flavor. The sweetness of the peach, but it has a little bit of a candy sweetness to that. So it's definitely on point. It's definitely sweet. It's a little more than what I'm accustomed to, but if you have a sweet tooth and you like the candy flavors of certain things, that definitely will hit a good spot with you. Pirate's Gold, perfectly aged Caribbean rum, and banana walnut bread. I'm not a fan of banana walnut bread. Not a fan of walnut bread in general. However, in a vape, with the Caribbean rum, or that slight little alcohol taste. Now there's no actual alcohol in it. However, the flavoring of it is definitely different. No matter how I explain it, no matter how I try to describe it to you, it won't do it justice. You would have to vape it to try it, to appreciate the full flavor of that. Teacher's Pet was probably my favorite out of the Nectar line. It's Washington Crisp red apples dipped in caramel. So literally, I mean, you can even go into a supermarket, get apple slices, and they come with a caramel cup, and you just basically scoop it and eat it like that. That's exactly what this tastes like. On your inhale, that's actually the one that I have here, is the Teacher's Pet. On the smell, straight red apples. I mean, when you walk into a grocery store, if you pick up a red apple, smell it, that's exactly what it smells like. It almost has, a very slight apple cider smell to it as well. But I'm going to do both of these real quick just to show you. So I'm only going to do a drop or two of this just to get at least a vape out of it. Just to show you the cloud production on that. Now I have actually lately have moved up my wattage to 60 under normal, just because I'm no specific reason any of that. But Teacher's Pet for the Nectar line from Kind Juice. You see that? Solid clouds, thick plume, just amazing. Inhale, Washington apple, red apple, however you want to look at it, definitely there. Undertone and the exhale is a sweetness on that caramel, but it's not too rich, it's not too heavy. So between the two, it is a very nice mixture, but it is definitely on point like all the other flavors. Clouds, just dense, thick, heavy plumes of clouds. It is awesome. The whole, I don't want to say the whole line because I didn't get obviously every flavor, which is fine. They were gracious enough to send me what they did, and I'm grateful and humbled just by that. But if all of them vape like this, then not only is it rare, but in my opinion, every juice is going to be on point flavor-wise. They're all going to be solid. They're all going to be well flavored, and the clouds are going to just be heavy. If you are a cloud chaser, this line definitely is going to benefit that. Now the sub-element, which is the Dynamic Sub-Ohm E-Gel, this is the one that is, they have changed a little bit of the makeup in this to definitely enhance the use in sub-ohm tanks. It is a 5 flavor line with 3 nic levels. It's a 0, 3, and a 6. Like the Nectar line, they come in the glass bottles. These are offered in a 30 and a 50 ml size. It is alcohol free. It uses high viscosity VG, and it is pre-steeped as well. Now the names on these are a little different. They're called Lucidity, Virtuous, Karma, Harmony, and Radiance. The one that I have here is Radiance. This one I definitely wanted to try, and I'm glad that they sent this to me because the flavor on this is just amazing, but you would never have guessed it by reading it. I'm almost willing to bet most people won't realize how good this actually tastes just by reading the flavor description. It is a bright gelato beaming with essence of honeydew and Crenshaw melons topped with a cucumber syrup. Now reading it, even now after I vaped it, reading it, it sounds weird. It really does. But vaping it, this is an amazing flavor, and it's not one that I would have ever thought of. I wouldn't even have thought of like the ingredients in it. I've never even heard of a Crenshaw melon before. And cucumber syrup, I've never put cucumber and syrup together in a word before. amazing, amazing flavor. Lucidity is a lime, mint, and coconut cream. Again, it has a minty overall, but not to where you feel like you just ate a roll of wintergreen lifesavers. The lime gives it a nice kick, and you definitely taste the coconut as an undertone. So again, it's mixed well, but is not overbearing in any particular flavor. And then the other one that they sent was Karma, which is a roasted espresso beans covered in dark chocolate and sprinkled with a crystallized orange peel. Not my favorite flavor. Again, it's my personal opinion, but it definitely tastes the way it's supposed to. I'm just not a fan of dark chocolate or espresso beans. You definitely taste both. The orange peel isn't as strong as you would expect compared to the other flavors that I've tried, where everything that's mixed into it, you kind of can taste almost all of them if you really sit there and, try for it. But I think a lot of that's just because the espresso bean and the dark chocolate are so strong flavors to begin with, that they kind of overpower the orange peel in itself, which if you've ever cooked and used like zest of orange peel, like just a couple of little shreddings on it, it's definitely a strong flavor, so you would think it would hold up. However, for me, it just, the espresso bean and the dark chocolate were just way too much to try to get the orange peel out of that. But again, not my choice, but if you like either of those or both of them, this is an amazing vape, just like all of these other ones. And I'm going to show you the clouds on this as well. And I thought this was really cute because even though these are sample bottles, the little dropper bottle in there, that's really cute looking because it's so small. I know it's kind of dumb, but I thought it was cute. But again, I'm just going to pop a couple of drops in here just to show you the clouds out of this. And again, this is on 60. Do you see that? Just thick clouds, heavy clouds. I almost wish I had a mech mod to just basically bust a cloud plume out and just to show you the thickness and how strong and heavy and dense it is. I definitely will probably try one of these in one of my tanks just to see how well that vapes as far as the clouds out of that, since that's what this is designed for. But again, I was very pleasantly surprised by the fact that, again, it's an organic nectar juice line. But any misconception, preconception, misguided thought that I had about it, completely out the window. I would not have been right about any of it. I'm thoroughly and pleasantly impressed with this company as a whole. The flavors are solid, they are strong, they're on point, they are not too heavy. The cloud production, as you can see, is just amazing. I mean, just very solid, thick plumes of clouds. Trust me, at least if you know of anybody around you shop-wise that has this line, definitely try it. Just give it a shot. If your shops don't have it, have them reach out to Kind Juice and just see about maybe getting a couple of samples just to try it out and see what you think. If you're a cloud chaser, you will not be disappointed. If you're looking for a unique flavor mix that's not the norm, but you want something that is going to be a solid on-point flavor, you will not be disappointed. Nicotine level-wise, they basically cover the rainbow of them up into 18 milligrams. So I mean, most vapors, you're not going to have trouble getting your nic level out of this. Again, there's not a whole lot else I can say that won't make it sound like I'm just overly trying to hype them, but Kind Juice, it is definitely a sleeper. Again, like I said, I'm very impressed with all of the flavors that they gave me the honor of trying. I definitely will suggest this to a few people to have them give it a shot and see. I may even do a separate video of just their reactions and see how they take to it and what they think. Kind Juice, thank you for sending me the samples to try out. It was an honor and a pleasure, and I definitely will try to see if I can get other people to change their viewpoint of what organic e-juice should or can taste like. Guys, vaping community-wise, thank you for subscribing, viewing, liking, following, any and everything that you guys do to support me. Just a simple like one of my pictures or a post that I do. I am humbled, I am grateful for, I am thankful for every day. I appreciate it very much. I continue to do this just out of my love and support for vaping. So again, Token Vaping, Pacific Vapes. Until next time, guys, vape on, vape strong. Give me a shout out or an email if you have any questions or anything else that you're interested in, and let me know what I can do to help further the vaping experience as a whole. Tokenvaping@gmail.com. Until next time, guys, vape on, vape strong.